morning, everyone. I wanted to bring you a deep dive this week, just a follow-up from yesterday's sermon on the divine catch and preparing for the catch. We were in Matthew chapter 4, looking at the parallel passage from the first week of Luke chapter 5, where Jesus is calling his first disciples. And so this morning, I wanted to follow up with you and talk a little bit about one word that is in that text that is so important. Let me share it with you here. I'm reading this morning from the Second Testament, which is a new version of the New Testament written by Dr. Scott McKnight, translated by Dr. Scott McKnight. And I like it because sometimes it calls our attention to certain words. But here he says in verse 20, and he says it again in verse 22, he says that immediately releasing the nets, they followed him. You know, yesterday I closed the sermon time with this challenge. What is God calling you deeper to? I believe he's calling all of us to be fishers of men. He's calling us to this great divine catch that he has in the kingdom. We just need to be willing to go out there and put out our nets. We need to be prepared. But learning a lesson from Peter, James, and John, we really need to be prepared to act immediately. And we're to focus on that word immediately. You know, Mark uses that a lot in his gospel, but Peter uses it a lot too. In fact, the whole New Testament uses it a lot. Immediately. When we hear from God, when we sense the Spirit of God calling us, moving us, you know that Christ has tapped you on the shoulder. There is something he has for you to do in the kingdom. Will you respond immediately? I mean, these guys left everything. It says they left their nets right there. It says that James and John just walked away from their boats and their father and their business, and they immediately followed Jesus. I believe that's imperative in the divine catch. The longer we think about things, the more Satan will confuse us. The more Satan will put seeds of doubt saying, oh, do you really want to do that? Was that really God telling you that? Let's listen for the Holy Spirit. And let's be ready to serve however we can in this divine catch immediately. Thank you for being a part of the Goddard Church. I'm excited for what all God is doing with us. I'll see you Sunday.